How do dogs become aggressive? Usually aggression in dogs is rooted in 2, maybe 3 specific behavioral issues. First of all, insecurity. What happens is over time, your dog is insecure or nervous of certain things. You'll need to pay attention to your dog's body language to detect any type of insecurity with your dog. But let's say, for example, you notice that your dog seems to be nervous of people coming in the house, seems to be nervous of other dogs, or maybe loud noises, things like this. You might notice their tail being tucked between their legs. You might notice them bringing their body all tight together. You might notice them going underneath furniture or into corners of the house versus staying out in open areas. These are all indicators of insecurity or nervous behavior in certain situations. You don't want to promote these behaviors, so if you notice these behaviors, you really want to focus on confidence building and elimination of the insecure feelings for whatever that trigger point is. But let's say you're not doing that, your dog's insecure or nervous behaviors can escalate into aggression, and this is how aggression develops. So let's say, for example, you have a dog that's insecure of people approaching it, and they're a puppy, and they're running away from people, they're tucking their tail, they're going up underneath furniture, and you're forcing interactions with other people. What may happen over time is your dog escalates into growling at people, snapping at people, lunging at people. And again, this doesn't happen very quickly. This is a long-term behavior set. So your dog starts growling, lunging, snapping at people. These are escalations of your dog's behavior. And if not addressed, they can continue to escalate into full-on aggression. All right, so what happens is these keep escalating, these behaviors keep escalating. Your dog is learning that these behaviors can keep people away from them. So if people were forced upon them and then your dog growls or snaps at the person and the person backs away, your dog just learned that growling or snapping at people keeps people away from your dog. So your dog decides to escalate its behavior. And then when your dog starts seeing people, it'll start growling or snapping in general. So as that continues to play out, your dog then sees someone on the street or sees someone come in the house and immediately starts growling, lunging, snapping at them. And so that insecurity has already played out into full-on aggression. So in order to resolve that, what you need to do is take care of the insecurity in your dog's mind. You need to rehabilitate that mindset, treat that insecurity so that the aggressive behaviors can be rehabilitated and stopped. Another behavior that becomes aggression over time is dominance. So what happens is your dog feels dominant about certain situations. They want to control situations. And if they can't control a situation, maybe they growl, maybe they snap, maybe they grab onto something, they jump on something. And over time, they learn that these behaviors are what get them control of that specific situation, such as a dog. They're in an area with another dog, they jump on that dog's back, they grab that dog with their mouth. This continues to escalate until your dog, anytime it sees other dogs, begins to already show aggressive behaviors like growling, charging, lunging, snapping, these types of behaviors. So now we've escalated from just regular dominance into full-on dominant aggression. And so in order to rehabilitate that mindset, you really have to work on your dog's mind and work on that dominance and teach your dog that they are not the dominant one in your pack, you are, in clear pack mentality terms that your dog understands. So you have to rehabilitate that to stop the aggressive behaviors from even escalating any further. Finally, some anxious dogs can result in aggressive behavior just because they don't know what to do with their anxious feelings or their hyperactivity. So if you have a very anxious dog, some behaviors that you might see from them are pacing around, constant moving around, walking back and forth in your house, walking back and forth in your car, never having the ability to settle, constant panting. These types of behaviors indicate hyperactivity or anxiety. And so if a dog doesn't know what to do in certain situations, they can snap at things, they can react at different stimuli in the environment. And if they learn that that's what controls that stimuli or the environment, they can escalate into full-on aggression. Because an anxious dog is trying to figure out what to do with their energy or what to do to help themselves regulate their anxiety. But we know that aggression won't help you regulate anxiety. right? What we have to do is work on that anxiety in the dog's mind and teach them how to be calm and calm themselves down, in addition to self-control and impulse control. So those are all common behaviors that start off as something that's not that serious that you can work on and help your dog be calm, confident, relaxed. But if you don't do that, they can escalate into full-on aggression, which once it's escalated into aggression, you can still work on it, you can still rehabilitate it. It just takes more time and more expertise based on that individual dog to help it get back to a calm mindset. With all that being said, if you have a dog that is being aggressive, first of all, I'd recommend working with a professional dog trainer that has the expertise to work with aggressive dogs. That means being able to recommend management techniques for that dog and also rehabilitating that aggressive mindset while identifying what the root cause is. If you have a professional dog trainer come over for a in-home evaluation and they walk into your door, they should be able to pick up on behaviors that your dog is doing and give you a good indication of the root cause for that aggression. If your dog trainer is walking in with some type of bite protection on, or they're walking in and they're scared of your dog, I would probably select a different dog trainer. Also, if you have a dog trainer that's wanting you to bring your dog to their facility, I would go to a different dog trainer that's coming into your home for an evaluation so that they can give you the best insight as to what actually is going on in your house, because your dog will behave a little bit differently when it's going to different environments. So with that being said, getting the help of a professional dog trainer can help you, but also the main thing you want to focus on when you're dealing with an aggressive dog is, number one, don't allow them to practice aggression. So if you know that your dog's going to be aggressive when people come to your house, put your dog in a kennel, put it in a room where no one's going to be in, so that your dog doesn't practice aggressive behaviors. Because what your dog practices is what they will continue to do. So that would be step number one. The other thing to focus on would be engagement, to make sure your dog knows to pay attention to you instead of things that are going on around you. Because when your dog can do that, it can start to regulate its own mind and make good decisions on its own. Then the third thing to focus on would be teaching your dog good, acceptable behaviors to do, such as when people come over, instead of reacting at them, how about you go lay down on a pet cot, for example. So those are some things you can do on your own, but I also recommend seeking the help of a professional dog trainer when dealing with aggressive dogs.